AITA for telling my roommate's GF that she's not woke if she's wrong.
Husband,
28M, and I, 25F, are ethnically Chinese from a C country living overseas. We rent a house with So's college friend who moved his GF, Anna, in during lockdown, and she's been with us ever since. With landlord's permission, and she pays her share of bills. They're not Asians, which matters. Anna was initially nice, but started acting very weirdly a month after she moved in. 1.
Telling So and I that we can practice our real religion,
which apparently is Buddhism, not Christianity, even though So and I come from Christian families.
She even bought incense,
which gives me migraines, and a random Buddha statue. We politely explained to her that we're not Buddhists,
but she continued to insist and promised that she didn't mind. Point 2.
Telling So and I that we can speak our real language cause she overheard So's family talking to us in a mix of English and Cantonese. I explained to her that I can't speak Cantonese.
So can, even though I can understand it. She was,
for some reason, really disappointed in me and said that I was throwing my heritage away.
Plot twist.
My own father is only comfortable speaking English. Point 3.
Buying raw internal organs for So and I to cook, even though we don't eat those. I told her we don't eat that.
Not our thing. And she was again disappointed.
She told us she read that there were lots of nice recipes and maybe we haven't found the right one to
remind us of home. So told her he's never eaten it ever in his life. And I've never liked it.
She was really upset, but had to toss it since no one was gonna eat it.
Chinese New Year was when things got really weird. She started ordering decorations.
I wouldn't mind,
but she had ordered hell notes, the ones burned for deceased ancestors. I immediately told her to stop pasting them all over the walls because they were weirding me out.
She ordered banners with So and my name on it, some bastardization of our legal English names.
But they were written on white banners. Again, for deceased people. I told her to please take it down. She got upset.
Again.
But then ordered kabuki masks. I told her that those masks were not Chinese.
And she just snapped.
She started yelling at me that I should be helping her and not critiquing what she was doing. I told her,
1.
She never asked. 2.
CNY is not a big deal to me. So I wasn't planning on decorating, but if she had asked, I would have helped. 3.
She never asked. I told her I don't understand her fixation with us.
She said she wanted to surprise me and so that we've been so colonized we've forgotten our roots. And
that we should be embracing our culture. I told her it was a nice gesture. But she needs to stop forcing stereotypes down our throats.
She could have just asked, and she's not being woke when she's getting everything wrong. She burst into tears and brought in her BF.
He understood where I was coming from, but thought I could have been nicer.
So stands by me.
And now things have been tense.
But I've been tolerating this for a while now and it was getting on my nerves. NTA. Quote, ... So colonized we've forgotten our roots and should be embracing our culture. If someone said that to me,
I'm of Indian heritage,
born and raised in the UK,
I'd tell them to F off.
That's personal to me.
And so not something that a relative stranger gets to judge about me. NTA. You're a hell of a lot nicer than I am.
I would have snapped a lot sooner.
I absolutely detest people thinking they know more about your own culture and acting all woke when they're A.
annoying and B.
ignorant. NTA. She repeatedly ignored that you and your So were not the stereotypical people she assumed you were,
in favor of attempting to bulldoze you with the way she decided things should be.
Your reaction is understandable.
NTBH, she sounds less woke and more. I did a 5-second Google search for this topic and now I'm an expert.
NTA.
Not woke. She's straight up racist. Ask her if she'd be buying you beans and a sombrero if you were Puerto Rican.
Seriously though, she needs a frank talk about what racism is. What did I just read?
NTA, she's racist. Also,
I'm also see and celebrate Chinese New Year. And plastering hell notes on the walls of your house and writing your names on banners for dead
people is not only pretty morbid, it is inviting bad luck into your home. NTA, of course.
But now I understand why a past relationship I had with someone of Chinese heritage failed. I
never once brought internal organs home for them to cook.
Does it matter what animal? I'm unfulfilled, they said at the time. Without much explanation. Well, live and learn. Slightly smiling face. Nat.
Your roommate is racist, treating anyone differently, positive in or negative, based on their race, is racist. They are clearly overcompensating for how they truly feel about
Asians now. Or in the past. Edit. There are some terrible typos. I want to say it was all because I was on mobile.
But mostly because I was still 90% asleep. Too lazy to fix.
At least y'all realized what I was saying. NTA. Fucking wow.
Tell her, BF, it is not your job to educate her, and it certainly isn't her place to try and educate
you.
You are a human being,
not a living cultural exhibit that exists for her edification and amusement. How dare she? She is trying to tell you that aren't Chinese enough for her tastes.
But her fifis are hurt, so you should just roll with it.
Fuck that noise.
NTA. Love how she's white-splaining how to be Asian. What a dumbass. Holy white savior complex Batman.
NTA. Almost all of the world's culture is a result of some form of invasion or colonization.
Hell, England at one point was a very colonized land.
Between the Romans, the Saxons,
the Vikings.
I love how the white woke just assume anyone who isn't white is so incapable of understanding where their culture comes, and all choices they make aren't theirs because of colonialism. It's perfectly acceptable to look at where your culture comes from,
the good and the bad, and accept it for what it is, because all of that is what makes your culture unique. NTA. She wants to pretend she's so woke, yet she instantly turns to white woman tears when she
doesn't get her way telling other people how their culture is done. NTA.
As a person of Chinese descent with family from C who actually does perform Buddhist practices, speak a Chinese language,
and cook organ meats, I would avoid Anna like the plague for telling me to do those things for her satisfaction, that she's helping me decolonize. How colonized or assimilated someone can be an intergenerational trauma thing and should not be
brought up by a bare acquaintance outside the culture.
That's a completely bananas thing to say.
And you would not have been out of line to yell at her much more harshly than your fairly measured response.
NTA.
Why do people assume Asians can automatically speak an Asian language? I guess Latinos get this too. But nobody sees a black person in the US assumes his first language is an African language.
NTA.
Is she white?
Start buying her mayonnaise and pumpkin spice candles constantly. Tell her it's okay with you if she wants to express her heritage by writing 1-star Yelp reviews and
kissing dogs on the lips. NTA.
If it was so important to her to reconnect you with your heritage.
Whatever this means, lol, WTF. Why didn't she involve you?
Why couldn't she do better research?
I'm sure the info you gave, why some of her attempts are very unfortunate,
is easily accessible on the internet.
NTA. A million times over.
from C as well, and being a Christian as well seems to confuse people that I can't eat beef or I am XXX race, so I can't have a Christian name. I even had a damn McDonald's staff give me a freaking chicken burger when I asked for beef 3 times. Your roommate is shallow and needs education.
NTA.
She is being annoying by assuming things. Especially since you already clarified many times, she needs to stop doing it.
Funny how she felt comfortable enough to take you by the hand and lead you down the path of righteous cultural salvation. Good grief, NTA. NTA. His GF is wildly ignorant, patronizing,
and in fact has a very colonialist viewpoint.
This is a particularly pernicious form of racism.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.